Hi guys, that's Dorota International, nail artist and educator here. And today we are gonna be playing with amazing cat eye nail art. Have a preview of it in here. I love how much stuff is going on in here and it looks so complicated, but I show you the way how to achieve it. It's nice and easy, so let's start. I actually love them, guys. Look how pretty they turn it out. It's not that complicated as it looks, and I show you step by step how to achieve this look. So first of all, we want to put some ombre on our nails, and I'm gonna use 298. They are very nice and highly pigmented gel polishes. And then the next one is gonna be blue, spiky blue, 237. Just a small scoop of it. Actually, I'm gonna straight away go into another tip. And this is how I'm doing it on the clients as well. And then we've got Purple Rain, which is gonna go next. And here I'm gonna go straight away with this Purple Rain, like more of it. And then we're gonna go with the Pink Sky 238. So quite a lot of this pink, and then lots of pink in here. Now I'm gonna take a sponge and the back of the form, and then we are gonna just dab that in. So cut a sponge, and then use a tweezer to remove any fluff. Look how much fluffy bits and pieces there is always on sponges. And now we are gonna just dab that in. So you want to go a little bit to the side, little bit to the other side, and then up and down. And obviously the longer you play with it, the nicer ombre you will get. So up and down a little bit. And this one turned it out absolutely fantastic. Really beautiful color combination. Let's cook it. And then we are gonna do the second one. So again, remove the fluff from the sponge, and then let's tap it in. Ideally, you want to have the sponge to the size of the nail, because it just makes your life much easier. I'm not too bothered about like blending perfectly, as long as I've got those few different colors for my background. Okay, so let's cook it. If you wanted it more pigmented, you would go to 2 layers. And let's do yellow here, pink in there, then the purple one, and then the blue one. So each of them is going to be so slightly different, and I'm just going to cut another piece of the sponge. And I would store them like the way they are lying now on the form. It just makes your life easier later on if you do it exactly the same color of the ombre. So the blue one, purple, pink, and yellow. Yellow with pink looks really pretty. Okay, I'm happy with this blend. So cook it and then move into another step. So we are gonna take a high shine no wipe top coat and just apply it all over our ombre. Okay, so we do ombre background first, then the top coat, and then cure it for 60 seconds. Do exactly the same on the other two. Actually, this one I can get it maybe it's slightly more pigmented, just so I've got different ones. So that was yellow, purple, pink. And you can see it with the second round, it becomes a bit darker. top coat over this one. And honestly, they look insane, like it looks like it was so complicated, but it isn't, as long as you follow those steps, so you can do it together with me, because I'm quite curious what kind of designs you will create with it. And then top coat over this one, get rid of my sponges. I am quite fussy about the top coat because our next step is to apply the chrome. And the way you apply the top coat, that's the way you will get your chrome. So it's a really important step. I know it looks boring, but it's really crucial. The chrome which we are going to use is a magic chrome, and it's absolutely amazing. Like on different colors, it looks slightly different. I mean, this is wow already. Like even just like this, it would create a fantastic design, to be honest, guys. Look at this, wow. Absolutely stunning. Okay, but we are gonna do it the same on this one. But it looks really pretty on a yellow too. Actually, they remind me of a spring so much. Those color combination. So if I'm sponging ombre, I would always pick up a darker shade of the gel polishes, just so I can get those nice pastel-y look. And they are honestly just fantastic for a spring. Okay, so this part is done. And now we can take a cat eye. So I'm gonna use Moonlight Magic 284 and just apply it over. So this cat eye is gonna protect our chrome from coming off. Again, I'm gonna be quite nice and slow, because when you do work with the cat eyes, you want to do it slowly so you don't bring in air bubbles, and so you don't take the lines like visible. You wanted it quite nice and clean. And then I'm coming in from all four direction just to get a really nice and strong effect. Wow. Okay, I'm so happy with this one, so let's cook it. And then repeat in here. Okay, so the cat eye is protecting. I've had air bubbles, get rid of that. Our cat eye is protecting the chrome. Again, I don't want to rush them because they are so pretty. So nice and slow. Air bubble, oh no. There we are. Again, you could do it probably at the angles as well, like, you know, you don't have to do it that strong effect. We could do it line only, but I find that later on, the more shiny places we've got, the more interesting it looks. Okay, get that effect nice and strong. Happy? No, not happy. Now I am happy. So if you want to get a really strong effect with the cat eyes, like, you need to take your time and hold the magnet long enough so it has actually possibility to move all those magnetic particles to create that very shiny effect. Okay, because if you play too short time or in the wrong angles, it wouldn't give you that nice effect. You will get like it's not gonna glow this much. So one side, other side, come from the bottom, push that in, and then push the ones from the tops. See, this isn't like anything wow. I'm doing one more time. And now it starts showing like really nicely. Wow. And the last time it will go insane. See? So the longer you play, the nicer results you get. Okay, now you want to cure your cat eye gel polish for exactly 60 seconds and then take a UV cleanser and remove inhibition layer from it. So that will save you time. Okay, I'm just removing inhibition layer from it and then dabbing in my chrome again. So it's chrome over chrome, chrome over chrome, cat eye, and then chrome again, and then underneath the ombre. But I think that gives like those really amazing results, you know? Because we've got still cat eye shining through it. I want to make sure you can see it. But it looks so magical, like, you know, absolutely amazing. And then we are going to apply the top coat. Hi Shine, where are you here? To protect our chrome again. And then cure it. Pretty. Okay, remove the inhibition layer. Grab a scoop of the magic chrome. And this one is amazing, like, I mean, the colors it gives and the finish it does, like, look at this, wow. And then the high shine. I think that's the most magical nails I have ever created, like, they are so pretty. And then we've got this one. So remove it, the inhibition layer. And it doesn't look exactly the same like when we do it only. So you can compare the difference, like this is only a cat eye and this is cat eye with the chrome. So much different. Okay, grab this chrome. And you need just a small amount of it, like, you know, just the tiniest amount ever. And then just keep rubbing it in. Okay, I'm gonna close my chrome. I don't want to. So that's the magic chrome. It's so slightly different to the Aurora, but it's insane with the cat eye. And honestly, you could just leave them just the way they are, like, and that would be fantastic as well. But we are gonna make it even prettier and apply a couple squiggles. Okay, so I'm just putting my top coat in here on the side, just a small scoop of it. And then you can see it, we have put it like a wee flower, dots, kind of a wee wing, and then squiggles over this ones. We are gonna do similar on that ones here. Okay, so the first one, I want to do my kind of wing kind of design. So this is pretty simple. Yeah, we are. I'm just doing like a blob on my brush. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a blob of the top coat on it. And then I'm just doing like an almost half a moon shape. So press it harder. And then as I come in, I go slightly lighter. Then I'm joining it in a wavy motion to create a kind of like almost a butterfly wing shape. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to add a couple more lines just around it. So I don't change anything. I'm just kind of painting lots of small, thin, wavy lines, like almost letter C's, I would describe them. And I kind of just squeeze them into those empty spaces. Okay, this way we have created those designs. So let's cure it. Okay, and then on this one, we are gonna do some wavy lines. So I love the fact that we can actually do it so many different things with it. Very pretty. Let's cook it. And then let's do some flowers on this one as well. So a dotting tool. Okay, and I'm just painting with flowers. Gonna freeze that because I want to keep the shape of the flowers. Then this one is ready. It can go into our display. I'm actually gonna put all of them in here because it's bigger. Go back to the flowers. And from the flowers, I will paint a couple of the wavy patterns, squiggles and swirls. And depending how thick you want it, like you'll bring in more top coat or less top coat. Okay, I think I'm happy with this one. Don't want to overdo it. Let's check the one before we did it. So the line work looks so elegant as well. Like, you know, it's such a simple one. Really nice and pretty. And the cat eye is showing through it. We're gonna add it there. And then the flowery one is ready too. And I will try to find like a best light angle, because I think that's what it is all about in this design. Like, wow, that's a perfect angle. Thanks, Patrick. Wow, like, I mean, look at this. I'm gonna slowly move it, guys. Like, I think this is how the video should start, from this to this. Such a pretty design from all the angles, like absolutely amazing. I hope, guys, you have really enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the share button so the others can see it as well. I'm sending you huge glittery hugs and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!